blessings manifest with every lesson learned. If your knowledge were your wealth, then it would be well earned. If we were made in His image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh no, no, no. My cyber keeps moving like a rolling stone. Oh no, no, no. All night till the break of dawn. Go on and on and on and on. My cyber keeps moving like a rolling stone. On and on and on and on. God damn it, I'ma sing my song.
Hey Blossoms, welcome back to my channel. Did you miss me? Let's get into the curls, babe. Before I even tell y'all what today's video is about or anything, get into the curls. Yeah. This, how freaking cute. Like, come on. If you haven't left a comment already, I don't understand. Hey y'all, oh my goodness, hi. I can't even do a regular intro. It's been too much time apart for me to say welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you're new here, maybe you are, but just hi. Thank you for sharing space with me. I hope that today has been a very restful and peaceful day for you, and I hope that you can just find some more peace and comfort in my channel. My name is Lauren. I create lifestyle and wellness content for flourishing blossoms. So today I'm just back, and I just really have to get really real about my life circumstances, the direction of my channel, and just, I'm really just here to tell you that you're not alone. If you're a 98 baby, but I got cracked like the 80s.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Anyways, if you're a 98 baby, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, literally, even if you're just a 90s baby, period, like, how are we doing? How are we really doing? Because that life shit came at me. It's coming at me fast. Okay? Also, disclaimer, like I say in all my videos, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm really talking to myself. So don't take it too personal, babe. I'm not coming for you. I'm coming for me. Yeah. All right? I don't know where we were going with the accents there, but yeah, y'all, it is currently July 7th. No, it's July 8th. It is July 8th. And that makes it so that we're halfway through the year. I'm about to turn 25. I know a lot of my friends have turned 25 this year. And I've been going through a lot of like growing pains like over the last year. And I'm like, I don't know. Where can I start? I guess the most common place to start is bills. This is really almost too embarrassing to even bring up, but like, okay. So when I have first moved here, hold on. Yeah, y'all. So I'm honestly like almost like embarrassed to bring it up. But when I first moved here, I wasn't paying bills before this. And if that's like tea, or if that's like embarrassing, then it's just gonna have to be tea, and it's just gonna have to be embarrassing. But this is the first place that I've ever lived in where I pay all my bills. My mom doesn't cover my rent or any of my utilities, so I have to follow up on certain stuff, to where I used to just be following up on just the rent, or if I used to just be following up on a bill, like I'm following up on all of them. So when I had first moved here, not too many months after I moved here, like came home and the lights was off. I'm thinking, okay, like the lights just went off in the building. Girl, the bill is not paid. The bill is literally not paid. I go on the little portal and the bill is not paid. So not only do you have to, of course, pay for the bill, you have to pay for the turn on fee. So I think that was like my first, and this would have happened in like 2021 or something. No, this might have happened last year. That's been like my first kind of like, okay, we're getting grown. Like, because y'all didn't even have to do that. So then come fast forward to this month, I went and I noticed that my bill was like damn near $200. And I'm like, what's going on? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Girl, the bill wasn't paid again. The fuck? The bill was not paid again. So whatever, paid the fee. But my whole thing is like, why didn't y'all turn off the lights? At least that was like a little warning reminder. Instead, y'all just let me like run up this late fee. Like, why did y'all do that? Why would y'all do that? Anyways, so yeah, and I have some stuff on auto pay, and I mean I'm open to any suggestions, but I certain stuff you don't want to put on auto pay. Like that's just not a bill that I would want. I guess it is. I guess it should be. I guess it should be. Like I have the Wi-Fi on auto pay. You know, I pay my credit card bills. I probably should have that on auto pay because it's like the lights and electricity. Like that kind of makes sense. But like, it's just been weird for me. It's been very weird trying to just manage. Like, and let's be honest, like the money's not just all there how I thought it would be either. Actually, I don't think I really had an idea of how much I wanted to be making around this time in my life, which I think is very important for these next like few months of this year or just next month until my birthday. I want to learn to like be very specific with what I want out of certain sections in my life because that shit manifests like in real time. Like if you say it and you write it down and you stick to it and you believe it and manifest it, like it comes to fruition. And I don't think I really ever did that. Like I just knew I was still gonna be young and turn at 25. Like that's what I always thought. I always knew I was gonna be young and turn. But I want to get more specific about my goals and that way I can just like really know what my expectations are for myself moving forward. It's been a lot of like for me, I don't think there's any anxiety with turning 25. It's just like a lot of reflection. I finally feel like I'm at the age where I'm the one driving this bitch. Like for a long time, I felt really bound by my parents' expectations or how I was raised and what I thought I needed to do to be a good student or daughter. And it never felt like I had so much control over my life. And then I went through a lot of trauma. And during that trauma, at that point, for sure, felt like I didn't have control over my life because I felt just like a victim, whatever. Now, as I'm learning, as I'm praying, I'm finding that I do exist and I can be who I want to be. I just have to create that for myself. And so that's where my happiness has been coming from lately is the fact that I actually have control. I get to redefine myself. I don't have to be the nerd because I grew up in a strict home and I always was doing homework, or I don't have to be this. I don't have to be anything. That's the beauty of it. I could literally be nothing and be everything at the same time. So that's kind of something that's been helping me continue my happiness into adulthood, trying to take my own power back slowly, learning as much as I can. Okay. So I'm reading this book called Real Love. It's a book club. If you're interested in my book club, check out my Instagram page. I actually just made all the blossoms some bookmarks. So yeah, girl, if you're interested, if you're interested, I can't even find the quote that I'm looking for. But basically, what I'm trying to say is it's helped me enter rooms more confidently when I know that I have a skill set that matters. So, for example, in work, I know that I'm really good at advocating for my clients. I feel really confident in my ability to do this. If you become confident in your skills, it doesn't matter how people perceive you or anything like that because you know that you're bringing something valuable into the room. So that's really helped me because at this age, we're still babies, but we're not. So like I'm not the intern. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the intern, but I'm also not tenured here or whatever. I haven't been here forever. So you kind of feel young and you can easily feel out of place or imposter syndrome is very, very real. So if any of you guys have like your big girl job, but are barely feeling like a big girl, like that's just something to remember. Like know the skills that you have that you bring to the table and walk into that room and do what you need to do. um yeah, I also saw something else in here that I wanted to talk about. and maybe I could do like a whole video on this book, but it talks about we often believe that we're practicing self control or self discipline, and we're actually confining ourselves inside of over analytical, self conscious mental chambers. That's really important. Just I've been learning to be more patient with myself. That's the point of that quote, because I was fucking reaching for it. I couldn't figure it out. Patience is really important. I think that in this stage, it feels like we're almost fucking 30 years old and we need to figure something out. But at the same time, like, who told us that? Like, these are all social constructs that you have to have this before this amount of time, you have to do XYZ. It's not real. And like she says here, when we're often labeling that as, oh, I'm so disciplined and I'm so consistent, when actually you're putting yourself into a confinement. And I heard on a podcast the other day, like, is your safety net actually a straitjacket? Like, think about that. Are you feeling comfortable in something that just really actually has you restricted? I don't know. But now's the time to think about that and explore things like that, so that you don't turn 30 and you're sitting in the same situation that you were in now, and you don't want to be in it, you know? The way that I'm looking at my task lately is very different. And instead of being in that, how we have like fight or flight, and there's this thing where as humans, we're either pursuing something or we're running away from it. I've been kind of seeing things in life as more of a pursuit. So, like, the pursuit of happiness, or like the pursuit of cleanliness. So, like, I think of my to-do list as a get to-do list. So I get to wash the dishes, I get to go to the library, I get to go to the gym. It's not like a to-do list, and that's just adding one word has made my task just feel so more enjoyable. In this season, I feel very like a lot of new tasks are happening. In this more so adult life that I'm in, and being able to flip the framework to just being like, okay, well, I get to do this instead of I have to do this, has been very, very helpful for me. I also want to talk about the fact that we are now at an age where we literally can change our entire like identity and no one would even notice. And I think that that's one thing I've learned, that you can actually do at any point, which I wish I would have known, because for a long time I had the pressure of who I used to be on my back, thinking that everyone still saw me as that person, and it was dragging me the fuck down. Luckily, I moved out of that space physically, like the same place where those people would have known me or anything like that. But right now in this age, I'm just kind of starting to realize, like, the art of pivot. Like, you can pick up every morning and decide to be a different person. Like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to hold to some personality trait that you swear up and down is you. Like, if that's been bothering you about yourself, cut it. Or if you want to do something else, add it. And the reason why I say we're at a good stage for that now, I don't know everyone's certain, experience, but my experience is I'm far away from people I went to high school with. I'm far enough away from people I went to college with. Just new environments, new people, and I'm able to show up in these spaces authentically as who I am in the present, without the fear of like who I was in the past. And even if I was still around those past people, I think mentally I'm just able to kind of see that shadow and see that old side of me, but move forward with being who I want to be. And that's really important. I'm so happy that I don't have to be stuck inside the way I used to be. Because the way I used to be it wasn't working. Okay, so another thing, and this thing is not like super big, but it's just like something I've been noticing. Like I said, this time has just been time of like self-reflecting for me and everything. I noticed that I do not have a good nighttime routine. Like, a lot of times, most of the times, I don't put my bonnet on when I need to. I don't wrap up my hair or twist my hair at night. Um, I just go to sleep, or like I fall asleep so randomly, and that gives me anxiety when I like wake up and the lights are still on and I'm still like midway through a task. Like, if I was folding clothes, like that happened last night, and I do that a lot. And it makes me wake up in such a panic. Like, if I get woken up by a phone call or if Dio comes home, like, I'll just be in such a panic. I feel like that's not good self-care. Like self-care is slowing myself down before bed, dropping those whatever cortisol levels. I'm not a doctor, but I'm sure that there's something that needs to be lowered before bed and get you in like the calming mind state instead of just falling asleep. And then I wake up and I'm like, where am I? And it's so annoying because I used to make fun of my mom because she does that when if you wake her up in the middle of the night, she'll wake up so anxious, like what? And I used to make fun of her so bad in high school. I used to like go in there and be like, okay, calm down, mom. And now it's me. Now I need to calm down. So I need a night routine. So hopefully maybe that'll be like a video coming soon, like I practicing different routines or whatever. Um, but yeah, I need a night routine. Coming up on 25, like I need to get it together. I want to have like a nice set of pajamas options, even though I don't wear them. Like I don't know how you guys sleep in clothes, but it would be nice to have something cute. Get me a little like thing of water, a nice little refillable thing for next to the bed. Because right now I just use that one. It's all right, but I also use it for like work. So it's like really getting its usage in. Yeah. I've been staying home, setting boundaries as far as like my social media, which is really important. Like at 25, I'm not 25 yet. I keep talking. I'm still 24. Moving into 25, I just knew like I can't be an outside girl as much, like with no boundaries. Like I'm still outside for sure, but now I really have boundaries because I have shit to do. Like I have things to do for work, for school. Like it's not like there's no responsibilities how there used to be. There definitely is responsibilities. I have plants to take care of now. Like, come on now. This plant, I've always had this plant next to me, and I don't know if you guys know, but this is fake. But this plant is real. I'm so happy. I love this plant. It's grown so much. He's called aloe. I love aloe. He grew like all of these small leaves that you see at the bottom are not here. I swear he started with like 3 leaves. And I've had him for about 2 months. He's about to get into a bigger thing. But anyways, I brought that up to say I have things that I like to prioritize, and I'm learning to prioritize actual hobbies that I like, which is important. Right now, get a hobby. It's time. It's time. Because we're falling into that like work to home cycle, or if you're still in grad school or school, whatever you're doing. I know a lot of us are mostly working though. And so if you're in that cycle and you don't have anything to relieve you of that cycle, like if the weekend is the only thing that you have to look forward to, no, like the weekend, you can look forward to it if you have something to do, though, like, and I don't even mean it like that. I just mean like get something that is a creative outlet for you. It doesn't have to be like some extravagant hobby. Like I made the bookmarks. I also like to read. I've been going on walks. I've been going on walks like crazy. Um, do something. You need something besides work. You need something that genuinely makes your heart flutter and you get excited for. Like it's things to live for out here, but you have to be willing to go and find them. It is things to live for out here, like seriously. um so yeah, and on the topic of walking, you have to move, girl. You gotta move. Let me get close up to tell you, your body it's not your 19 or your 21-year-old body no more. Yeah. I didn't even want to have to be the motherfucker to come on here and tell you that, but it's not. So, yeah, move. Go to the gym. It doesn't have to be crazy workouts. Just move. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just move and get to a place where you're very, very grateful for the fact that you can move. um because we need to move. The body doesn't, like, literally the body is not the same. It's constantly aging. I've been feeling my knees and my lower back.
Damn.
Which my lower back, I always knew that was going to eventually become a problem, but my knees is crazy. Like knees is crazy. Like I feel it like when I walk up the stairs and stuff, like something's wrong. um So movement has been very important for me, and just also seeing the movement thing as like a pursuing thing. And honestly, the last thing I really want to talk about is just becoming like constantly grateful, like becoming very, very so deeply grateful that everything is a blessing to me. um I had to, because honestly, it's so much shit that you could start to feel ungrateful for, or just like forget about, because there's so many things out there that make you want want. You have to do, and so you kind of forget what's right in front of you. But I have been making an effort to be very, 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 very intentional. um and it's been great. Like, everything is everything. I love everything. I'm so thankful for life. And that's just been me. This video was probably everywhere. I didn't have any real intentions with this video besides to tell you guys that a bitch is about to be 25. My birthday is August 28th, 1998. And I've been feeling a little bit anxious about it. I'm not gonna lie. I've been feeling a little bit anxious, but I'm excited. I feel like I can really be myself. Like, I'm growing into just a woman. Like, I'm blossoming, the true definition of blossoming. And that's what this channel is about, is to grow and share experiences. And yeah, so bitch, don't be like, oh, this girl just told us she didn't pay her bill, her lights went off. Girl, it's a lot of other things. And I'm sure you have a lot of other things. And that's okay, because we're not kids anymore. And I'm rambling now, but I feel like this was also really important for me, because it's been especially hard for me because I was very sheltered, grew up in the suburbs, never had to really want for shit. And not to say I got financially cut off from my parents, because I haven't, but just more of like really tapping into my independence, just having to. And doing that, it's been very hard, because just certain things that were everyday and regular, certain things just I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. And I'm learning them, making appointments, just certain insurance things. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's very easy to get caught up in all of that and be fucking depressed. So talk to somebody, tell your friends that you've been having a hard time. Start sitting down with your friends and being like, girl, maybe instead of going out to eat this weekend, we could set up a time to like make a monthly budget together. Like, be the person who's going to really take action. That's another thing. Take action is the stage of life that we're in right now. Now is take action time. It's always been take action time. And it's not the way you think. Like, you don't need to save $1,000, start your 401k, go to the gym 7 days a week. No, take action by being mindful of what's going on. Be grateful, have a plan, and just be fluid. Be fluid. I always say this. Be willing to move and be moved, and you'll be okay. Life is great. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being here, because I haven't been here. I haven't been here, so at least you guys are still coming and still engaged with my content. You guys can, I can actually confidently say that you guys can be expecting much more content from me. I'm feeling very motivated. I haven't been, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't been in the space to make content, because I feel like God is pushing me in a certain direction with my channel that I don't know if I'm comfortable with yet. And I want to be a vessel, and I want to allow others to be healed by the things that I have to say. But it's hard, of course. So once I'm ready, I'll be ready. And I hope that you guys are too. So thank you for being here once again. Take a huge deep breath for me. Spread some love, be fluid. I will see you in my next video. Bye.